Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Ethereum, Solana and SUI price prediction based on Elliott Wave analysis. We're gonna start with Ethereum here on the daily, where we are still looking at a potential 1-2 here wave 3 given, and then 4 and a 5. For a wave 1, potentially a wave A, B, and a C, still very possible, of course, as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for a wave C here. Seeing a wave C finishing, of course, around the 0.618, 0.786, the perfect fib level for a wave 2, of course, taken from the wave 1 there. So if this scenario is going to hold on, of course, in this area, finishing a 4 and a 5 there, that is, of course, very likely possibility to rebound toward the upside and start something as a bullish again for Ethereum as a 1, 2, again, 3, 4, 5. Of course, we are looking for a new all-time high in this case, of course, for Ethereum, since the high here was not very far from the all-time high. I would say just a few dollars away. And that means, of course, that we might still be, of course, very bullish there in case, of course, the things are going to end up here in wave 2. So if the price continue toward the downside and hit the 1,500 or 1,600, this is the 886, which will of course reduce so much the possibility again for a 1-2 here, meaning of course something bearish is unfolding as a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This leading diagonal can be of course a wave 1, 2, and then of course continuation toward the downside. However, confirmation for this is still required, of course, at $1,600 for Ethereum. If we dive inside it on the 1-hour chart here, we can see clearly that this impulse is still unfolding over there for a wave 3, and we are at the end of it for an ending diagonal. As you can see here, we have a kind of like a wave 5 finishing up here the ending diagonal, and we might be of course here in a 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. Your wave 5 is 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, of course, as an ending diagonal. So I'm expecting, of course, the wave 4 to start to unfold over there very soon. And I would say that the time required here for the wave 4 might be, of course, taking a little bit time there, because we have a very long wave 2 here in time. And we might reach, of course, the wave 4 very late there. I would say here, let's go to I think here, in March. March 03 potentially is the perfect time here to finish up a wave 4, and then pushing, of course, for lower again for wave 5. And that means, of course, the bear scenario here is not yet done, and it might take a little bit while here to push for higher again. Now, there is also a possibility, but I doubt it a little bit, of double 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, but this will bring us, of course, more bearish there. So we gotta be careful with it, because this is a very extended wave there. So if this is not our wave 3 short one, and an extended wave 5, well, can turn into double 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. So that might turn very bearish still for Ethereum. We'll watch and see what's gonna happen if we take a look also at the KGT. So Ethereum, for the 30-second here time frame, we can see, of course, that we are still looking for pressure here. Selling pressure with double signals, of course, for the bearish. We have invalidation for the bullish, and that means, of course, we might still drop down here. We might still see some lower prices, at least, of course, to finish potentially this ending diagonal here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Potentially still need one more low to finish up. So we gotta be careful also if the price will overshoot this and get out of the diagonal. Well, we gotta be careful. This might transform again to several 1, 2s and 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. And that means, of course, very likely we are in the 1, 2, double 1, 2s here, and then we are in a wave 3, 4, and a 5, 4, and a 5. Okay, so we gotta be careful with this scenario over there if the price continue to drop massively only. But very likely as well that we might start to rebound here for wave 4. Yep, so this is regarding Ethereum. If we move to Solana here, for Solana on the daily, of course, as we mentioned, since a very long time, we were calling, of course, the $75 scenario. And right now it has been confirmed, especially when we took the low over there. And there is no diagonal here definitely anymore, and we made sure that this is a WX and a Y anyway. It looks perfect as 3 ways, and definitely we're diving towards the $75. We have a wave A there as an impulse or wave 1, and then ABC correction wave B or wave 2. Another impulse towards the upside, which it can be, of course, double 1, 2. Anyway, the wave 2, of course, needs to be, of course, 3 waves, which is, of course, the 0.38 minimum requirement as a wave 2 taken from the wave 1 there. So you need the $75, $73 here as a 3 waves, wave 2, to push towards the upside. Another scenario is the leading diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This is a wave 4 there. The perfection for a wave 4 in a leading diagonal is anyway between the 0.38, 0.5 fib level, meaning $75 has to be taken. And in confluence here, you might take, of course, the 1.05 fib level, $75. Final scenario is, of course, a zigzag wave A finished, and you're looking at a wave B here to finish up, of course, 3 waves and then pushing for higher. Less possibility because the wave B here is very small regarding the wave A. I prefer, of course, here whether double 1, 2 or a leading diagonal unfolding toward the upside. However, a wave B anyway needs to be 3 waves, and of course, it might be deeper, even 0.5, and then pushing for higher later on. However, the highest possibility here goes for the leading diagonal wave 4. Now, in case we dive inside, of course, the 2-hour chart here, we see, of course, that we have here potentially 1, 2, 1, 2 again. Wave 3 given a 4 and a 5, and currently, of course, unfolding another 4 and a 5, which is going to lead us, of course, towards the $75 as expected here for Solana. Yeah, so we still need, of course, this price there, at least, of course, to be reaching the 1-to-1 as well within the ABC. Now, internally here on the 1-hour chart, we can see, of course, that this impulse is very close to be finished. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Wave 5 is a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. The wave 5 is a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So we still need, of course, a wave 4 and a wave 5 to finish up here this counting here as a potential wave 5 or wave 3, I would say. The wave 2 has to finish, of course, exactly over there. So we still need some time, of course, here to unfold the things. I would say the 1-to-1 fib level, of course, taken here from, I'm going to take it again, by the way. Not the 1-to-1 fib level. Actually, you need here the wave 1 there. And based on the wave 3, but it's unfinished as well. So we need to take this wave 1. And based on this wave 3, therefore, and there you go. So this is our target in precision here for wave 5. Actually, here we go. We are already inside it. But it can be, of course, for something even much lower, still can be unfolding over there. We'll see, of course, how this is going to unfold. But basically, I would say that this wave 5 can, of course, dive even towards the 1.618 there. Yeah, so $71, which is very close, of course, to our macro level on the daily $75. Yeah, so we're not so far anyway. Yeah, we're not so far even on the macro level here. We might finish up exactly and then start the push toward the upside here for Solana. So for Solana on the 3-minute chart, we can see the bearish signal is still clear there, and we have a lot of pressure. And of course, we have invalidation of the bullish, meaning, of course, simply continuation toward the downside there. So yeah, lower prices to be seen as well for Solana, and obviously we are unfolding something for lower over there. Finally, we're gonna see here SUI. For SUI, we are looking as well for the daily first. So for SUI, we're gonna see, of course, what's going on here. We have potentially double 1, 2, but I doubt it. As a 1, 2 and a wave 2 there, but it's a very, very long wave 2, so a little bit doubtful. Much more possibility here is a wave A in zigzag. You're looking for another wave B in a zigzag, and of course might still push for a little bit lower there, and then starting, of course, the push towards the upside. As you can see, the time for a wave B as a flat here is very, very close to an end, and I believe that we might here range a little bit at the end as an ending diagonal and hitting the 1-to-1 fib level potentially here 0.89, and then start the push towards the upside. Don't forget, right now we are exactly at $1 for SUI, which is, of course, very, very low, honestly, and it shows, of course, a lot of blood there. Yeah, so we are even entering right now the 0.618 here. taken from, of course, the fib levels taken from this wave A. And we're looking for a wave B, of course, which is currently hitting the 0.618, but on the logarithmic, yeah. On the linear, we are very close to the 886, and this is, of course, a total bottom here, which I believe the 886 on the linear will play much more stronger role here, especially that we are at the very low. The logarithmic are much more precise when we are very, very bullish and something is unfolding in a logarithmic way. But currently we are in the lowest lows here. So preferably to take into consideration the 886, yeah, with the linear at 0.93 here, which is anyway on the logarithmic is also in confluence with the one-to-one fib level 0.90 here, which is exactly this area. So I'm looking for this number 0.90 dollar for SUI, potentially, of course, to finish up here and then start the push toward the upside. If we dive inside it as well, so I would say like the things are finishing up right now with the altcoins. See a lot of red, but I believe we're getting closer and closer, of course, for the lows. Hopefully, of course, if not something really disaster will happen, going to zero. We're already almost zero. So I don't know how much low can SUI still go. Yeah, so it's too much. However, I'm looking, of course, for this 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 here to finish up the count. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. The wave 5 here on the 50-minute chart is unfolding, of course, from this high of a wave 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Very likely to be finished, by the way, because I read here 1, 2, 3. Oh, we gotta be careful. Okay, we have invalidation of impulse, but that means, of course, double 1, 2. So this is our wave 3 unfolding here. So we have 1, 2, 1, 2, wave 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, which is, of course, leading us to our target 0.90 here dollars for wave 5. So in general, I would say, yeah, the altcoins are looking for the final low here. It's gonna be aggressive a little bit, yeah. So it's gonna be kind of like a V shape, probably here. But yeah, we are very, very close for something to push for higher very soon for the altcoins. We'll see how this is going to unfold for SUI as well. On the 30-second, we are, of course, very, very bearish here. Invalidation of the bullish, very clear. And even I think on the macro level a little bit, yeah, even on the 3-minute chart, we still, of course, an invalid bullish scenario. Bearish signal is given there, and we are pushing for lower, definitely. So once, of course, the things start to push for higher and creating a 1-2, we might see, of course, a bullish signal there for KGT. Yep, so that was it for Ethereum, Solana, and SUI. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.